So welcome everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Ryan Davis. I teach orchestra in Missoula, so I teach at 2 high schools. I also conduct the youth symphony. Our first piece we're going to play is a tune entitled Swashbuckler Saga. We have one more song for you. Before we play that song, just a couple people I'd like to thank. This is a wonderful festival, wonderful experience, and just did a really nice job, Nicole and the staff at Flathead Valley Community College just did such a wonderful job putting this together. So a round of applause for them. The orchestra directors are the ones that put in a lot of work. This went by so quickly, and you know the progress was great, but this doesn't work unless they come well prepared to these types of things. And I know because I've done a lot of these where I've been on the other side. So the orchestra teachers, and then I also want to recognize he's a student teacher. I remember him when he was much younger, and it's sort of neat to see him student teach. So Norris Sertalik, I don't know where he is. Okay, yeah. And then last and certainly not least, the students. They've been so wonderful, easy to work with, kind. I always tell my students in Missoula, yes, it's important that you're good musicians, which they are, but if you're not a good human being, you're not going to get asked to play gigs, right? Or you're not going to get asked to work with. And they put in so much work, and we've sort of worked on the skills in the arts, I think, to help them be successful no matter what they do as adults. And as a parent, I'm a parent of a fourth grader. I never know, things are going to be so different by the time he gets out of college. I never know what skills are going to be important. And I think a lot of the skills we work on in here are going to be important no matter what happens. I can't predict the future. But I always say, with computers, I worry, about him not having the skills he's going to need to land a job. And I think things like being creative, and I always tell my students, I worry about jobs where the output is the same, right? So human creativity is going to be such an important part of the economy in the future, no matter what they go into. And yes, I think AI can be creative, but it's not going to create the same things that we create because our creativity is based upon all of our life experiences. I think things like working with other people, which we do in orchestra all the time. I think things like, being excellent at something and honing a skill, no matter whether people go into mathematics or being a doctor or go into the trades. A lot of musicians become doctors, and I always tell them, if you're the type of person that doesn't care if you're playing the right note, that's fine, but please don't do surgery on me. Do it on someone else. I think just by being here and doing this, I think kids are gaining the skills that they're going to need in life. And I don't know, I can't predict the future. I think things are going to look way different by the time my son gets out of college. But I'd like to think that human aspect's going to be really important. And I think we sort of learned through COVID that, maybe AI could teach kids, but sometimes online school doesn't work as well. Some people it does, but that human aspect is going to be really important. So thanks to the kids, they've been wonderful. You guys have done a wonderful job raising them, and I come up here a lot to work with students, whether it's at camps, and I'm always so impressed by how kind and respectful they are. So a round of applause for the students. So we're going to play one more for you. This is entitled Voyager by Soon E. Newell.
Janan, can you come up here too? Wow, that was amazing. Can we give them another round of applause? So proud of everybody. Again, thank you all so much for being here today. Thank you again to the teachers that made this possible. And we want to say a special thank you and with a gift, a token of our graduation, a gratitude, I can talk, to Janan and Ryan. So please say thank you to them again. And everybody have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for coming.